again with another video, and I might as well, instead of doing a stereotypical movie or TV show review, I'm going to go straight with the eye in the top. I'm talking about an incident that's going to be that happened during the National League Division Series, and keep up the premise of my Division Series videos, my player videos. Game 2 of the National League Division Series between the New York Mets and the Dodgers. An incident in the seventh inning where Chase Utley took out Ruben Tejada, breaking his leg. And it was he then felt that Chase Utley slid too late and trying to break up the double play. He went into Ruben Tejada and felt he purposely went into him to break up the double play. But the problem is that Ruben Tejada had his back turned. He didn't see how close Utley was, or how close to the base when he slid. So he didn't get out of the way fast enough. And he got his leg broken by Utley. It was a dirty play because of when Utley started his slide. He never touched second base, so he should have been ruled out, or at least ruled. The umpire should have thrown Utley out of the game right then and there, but he didn't do it. They kept him at second base, and he scored the go-ahead run, and of course the Mets. That decision by the umpires cost the Mets Game 2 of the playoffs, evening the series. Now, tonight, as I'm doing this video, is the day in about 4 hours. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's in 4 hours. It's going to be Game 3 in Citi Field, which is the first playoff game in Citi Field history. The same opened back in 2009, and you can't get any more stronger than this. After the play, or late last night, Chase Utley was actually suspended by Major League Baseball because of the play, because they felt that he violated the rule by sliding hard into Ruben Tejada and causing the injury. But the problem is that Chase Utley is appealing it. And so, Major League Baseball conveniently is not listening to the appeal today. They should have, because it's in the playoffs. It's not the regular season when they could delay it. They should listen to it today so they could suspend him or uphold the suspension for the rest of the playoffs. But unfortunately, it's only going to be for 2 games. Originally, for tonight's game, for Game 3, and for Game 4. Which is both games were in Citi Field. And I'm telling you now, if Don Mattingly plays Chase Utley, no matter what happens with the appeal with the suspension, then Don Mattingly, I haven't seen it. Don Mattingly, if you are happen to be watching this video, any member of the Dodgers just happen to be watching this video, if Don Mattingly plays Chase Utley tonight, you're going to have a fucking riot in Citi Field. I'm telling you right now. Because you're going to have either a beanball incident, either Utley's going to be hit, or Utley will be taken out of second base sometime during the game tonight. The only way that something like that was going to be stopped is either one or two ways. Either one, Mattingly, if he has a brain in his head, we're not playing Chase Utley at all. Or the umpires warned the Mets and say, or warned both sides and said, look, if there is a beating incident in this game, if Matt Harvey, who's throwing the game, hits or throws at Utley, or a Met base runner who takes Utley out at second base, you're going to be thrown out of the game. Because they're trying to prevent that type of thing. But unfortunately, in this day and age, they're trying to prevent that type of stuff happening. It was not back in the days during the 1960s when you have 2 pitchers named Bob Gibson and Don Drysdale, that if a player did what Utley did in Game 2 of the playoffs, the next at bat or the next game, whatever it is, they'll be thrown at. Nowadays, they're trying to prevent that stuff and trying to keep Utley out of the game. And But I feel that he should not play because if he does play, he's going to get hit. He's going to be thrown out, or he's going to get knocked over in second base. He's going to get slid hard in second base. And if that happens, you can only blame Don Magley for even playing him because he shouldn't play. And I said, Ali should play the game because he's 6'4". I think he's either 6'8" or 6'10" over Steve Matt Harvey in his career. It already played like 2 years in the major leagues. I'm not counting 2014 because it was out for the whole year because of Tommy John surgery. But during the times that Harvey was pitching, he was like, geez, Elliott's like 6'8" or 6'9", something like that over against Harvey. So he wants to play him. If he plays doesn't get that stat, regardless of the incident or not, he's a more. If the incident didn't happen, I'll say okay, play him. But unfortunately, the incident did happen. Ali should not be playing. I'm sorry, Ali should not be playing. If Magley plays him, I will lose all. I have very little respect for Magley anyway because he was a stupid Yankee for 15 years. But I have absolutely zero respect for Magley if he plays Ali tonight. It's going to be almost like the Clemens Piazza thing. Because when Clemens threw at Piazza, beat him in 2000, and then threw a bat at him during the 2000 World Series, he avoided pitching at Shea Stadium for the World Series. Of course, in the World Series, he refused to pitch at Shea Stadium for the World Series. He asked Joe Torre, the manager of the Yankees, then to only pitch him at Yankee Stadium with the DH rule is in effect, so that way he won't come up to bat. And of course, for 2001, same thing happened. They fixed the rotation so that Clemens won't be pitching at Shea Stadium at that time. At the time, it was Shea Stadium. And he didn't pitch again at Shea Stadium to 2002, 2 years later. And Sean Estes threw in and missed him. That was his one shot to get even with Clemens. And the whole country saw it because it was broadcast on the regular Fox network and the cable. And he missed him by plenty. And after that year, I think the Mets got rid of Sean Estes after that year, not too long after that, because they hit Clemens. And if that happens tonight, I will lose all respect for Matt Harvey if he does not throw to Ellie. That's of course if Ellie plays tonight. Ellie should not play at all the rest of the series because we know he's going to get hit. And the Mets should retaliate against Ellie and to sell the whole thing. But I don't know if the umpires are going to let the Mets do it. That's the big question mark. If there is going to be a warning or whatever. If there is a warning, it's not right. Yeah. Well, if Ellie's not playing, that's the best way to do it is not to have him play. Magley should be convinced not to play him. Not to play him. But Magley being Magley, and of course with Ellie's stats against Steve Harvey, he's probably going to be or Matt Harvey. I don't know why I'm calling him Steve Harvey. But for Matt Harvey's stats, he's probably going to be playing, but he should not play at all. Should not play at all. Because of what's going to happen. Everybody knows what's going to happen. I mean, you have to be a moron. You have to be deaf, dumb, and blind, not to see what's going to happen if Ali plays tonight. And let me tell you, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what will happen if Ali does play, or is there going to be some kind of retaliation going on? I'm convinced there's going to be some kind of retaliation going on. The question is if it's going to be on Utley or whoever's going to be playing second or short, because those guys, those on the Dodgers, because they're going to be taken out. I feel they're going to be taken out at second base because they took out Tejada. Let's see if we take them out. Those type of plays, I think it should happen that way, but we're going to see what happens tonight, folks. We'll see what happens tonight, and I do hope that the Mets do get even with Utley in some capacity. But the big question is Ellie even going to be playing? That's the $64,000 question is Ellie going to be playing, despite the fact of him appealing his suspension. Even though he's appealing it, I feel that he should not be playing. If he does play, then he's asking for it. He's asking to get hit. But guys, dogmatically, the Dodgers do not play. If you do not want a war, a huge baseball brawl, that will maul this playoff. You already have one incident already that mauled this playoff series already. With Tahara getting his leg broken by Ellie. You already have that incident. If you don't want to have another major incident that's going to embarrass the sport, do not play Chase Utley. Well, thanks for watching this video with the Chase Utley thing. Please click on the video, please rate it, feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can also catch all my videos, particularly my playoff preview videos, on my YouTube channel. Also, you can go to rallyseat.com. It's all wdyseat.com. That's the home website of the Rally Reviewer. Check out all of his videos as well as all of his other content on that website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.